this is Latte.
Hi, I'm Latte.
And we're here to talk about love. This week, we're going to talk about self-love. Wink, wink.
I thought we were going to talk about jerking off.
We are, silly. Wink, wink.
I hate jerking off.
Well, I am pro self-love, and here's why. Whenever you self-love, you take away that dependency from your partner, so you don't have to rely on them for a nut.
But I like relying on you for a nut.
You should feel like you can rely on yourself for a nut.
I rely on myself, but I'd rather rely in bed with you.
Self-love also helps for you to not see your partner as a sex object. Me and Latte have sex all the time.
All the time.
And he can make me come.
You bet I can.
But I do not rely on him to make me come.
She sure doesn't.
I can make myself come.
She makes herself come all the time. All the time.
I do have a big vibrating dildo, and that will suffice.
Unfortunately, my dick doesn't vibrate.
Self-love is also a safe alternative, so you are not at risk for STDs.
Yeah, but wash your hands before you do, to avoid germs.
Also, there's no risk for pregnancy.
Unless you leave your splooge on the toilet seat and someone sits on it. Not sure if that can happen, but clean it up anyway.
Like whenever you get all horned up and you need that nut, you won't need to go out and find someone to make you come.
Yeah, you can stay home and have your way with yourself. However you like, whenever you like, in whatever room you like, even in the basement.
You're also not at risk of catching something someone else might have.
I don't even like when I catch someone else's cold.
I would give examples, but there's a lot of stuff I'm sure you don't want to hear about because it's pretty gross.
Ever heard of blue waffle disease?
That's not real.
Yeah, but imagine if your genitals turned blue. Who wants to fuck a Smurf?
When Latte and I first met, we did not have sex for 1 month. I self-loved because we did not want to get involved that soon.
Yeah, blue waffle may not be real, but blue balls definitely is.
Self-love also shows you what you like.
It's not jerking off.
It shows you how you want to be rubbed and stimulated.
I don't need to do it by myself to know that.
And how rough and how deep you want something done.
I don't mind rough, but I surely don't want anything deep inside me.
Also, you learn how wet you need certain things.
Sometimes you get so wet, I need to wear goggles.
By self-loving yourself, you can tell your partner what you like and what you don't like, and they can do it better for you.
It's like you came with an instruction manual. No pun intended.
Latte knows exactly what I like.
And you know exactly what I like.
Latte knows I like my love button rubbed really hard at the end when I'm about to reach that 4th of July fireworks moment. I found that out a long time ago after rubbing it myself so many times before. When I met Latte, I told him.
And it's the 4th of July all year round.
Self-love is also considered a solo act. That's what a lot of people think, but you can do it with your partner.
That's the only time I jerk off.
You can lay next to your partner, you can gaze at each other, and you can rub it out as you touch each other and hold hands while you use your other hand for other things. Wink, wink.
Like passing the lube.
It can be something intimate you both share.
Without sharing bodily fluids.
You can do it together or while your partner watches. A lot of people like that.
I kinda like that.
I really like that. I like to lay out on the bed. I sprawl out, naked of course. And then I'll begin. And Latte will stand there and he'll just stare at me. And he'll watch everything I'm doing, touching myself. And then he'll have this drool dripping from his lips.
With other fluids dripping as well.
And he'll get all turned on.
I do. In fact, I'm turned on right now just thinking about it.
And he might either keep watching or he might self-love himself.
And loving yourself is the greatest love of all, especially with someone else.
Self-love can also enhance your love life. Of course, you will have to discuss it with your partner, so you're both on the same page.
If you're by yourself, you'll be on both pages.
You can discuss such things as to when and where and how many times.
The fewer the times are best for me. I like all the other stuff we do much better.
With self-love, you want to be sensible about it and have control over your urges.
You're one to talk.
Well, you don't want to be in the grocery store and whip your dick out and start jackhammering it.
Who would do that? Do they get turned on by a pair of melons they see in produce?
You also don't want to slide your hands down your pants while you're standing in line at the checkout.
Yeah, no one wants to check that out.
That's really not an appropriate thing to do.
Glad you learned your lesson.
You should have a discussion to decide when it's the right moment and who should initiate. Also, make it spontaneous.
But not too spontaneous, especially not while you're driving.
If you and your partner do engage in self-love together, make it to where it strengthens your relationship and makes your bond strong.
Like our bond.
And just discussing what we discussed on this show can make it to where you both can openly discuss things. That's why I am so pro self-love. It can make your relationship stronger.
As well as your arm and grip.
So talk about self-love. Engage in self-love. There's nothing wrong with self-loving yourself.
Unless you do it too much. You can either get sore or break something.
Well, I'm glad you learned your lesson.
And what a hard lesson that was to master.
When it comes down to self-love, a lot of people find themselves feeling guilty or shameful for doing it.
Or dirty and disgusting. disgusting, especially if you're doing it in your basement by the boiler.
I don't think you should feel that way. You have to accept and love yourself. That's exactly why I call it self-love.
And it's better than calling this the jerking off episode.
So go enjoy yourself and make yourself happy. Well, Latte and I are going to get out of here. All this talk about self-love is getting me turned on.
Just talking about the weather turns you on.
Well, if you're not busy clicking your love button, click that subscribe and like button. Also, comment below and let us know your thoughts on self-love.
Yeah, but keep it clean. We don't want to know when, where, and how often. Save that discussion for your partner.
Also, share this video with anyone you think might need to watch this. We're trying to make relationships last and also help where help is needed. Right, Latte?
That's right. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, and Google+.
All that. And we put out a new show every Wednesday. Hump Day?
Hump day every day.
Well, you have a great day. And remember, the first thing is love. Bye.
Bye.